Dartmouth has a weed problem. And no, not that kind of weed.
There's something bad about to happen to me. I don't know what, but I feel it coming. Might be so sad, might leave my nose running.
For the last couple of years, the municipal government has been paying to physically remove weeds from Lake Banook in Dartmouth. They're getting out of control, getting in the way of swimmers, kayakers, and basically anyone that's trying to use the lake. But why are the weeds here? Are they invasive? Am I gonna die if I eat any? Because I'll eat some. Oh my God. Well, no. The pondweed species that are making up the bulk of the problem are all native to Nova Scotia. In fact, many animals consider them quite delicious. So yes, they're naturally occurring plants, but a combination of factors have turned them into Weedageddon. Weedageddon? That doesn't work at all. Like, who wrote this script? The start of the weed problem can be traced back to 2009, when the water levels of Lake Banook were temporarily lowered to install new sewage pipes. And what that meant was that the lake bed was exposed to direct sunlight, wind, and oxygen. Three things that these weeds really, really love. And that caused a growth spurt. Those weeds are now all over Lake Banook, and they're likely here to stay. But there's one more ingredient to this recipe for weed mania. People. Human beings have a way of really messing with their environments, and around Lake Banook, there's a lot of human beings. There are 5 aquatic centers on Lake Banook. Highway 7 runs right up to the water's edge. The Highway of Heroes runs right through Lake Banook and Lake Micmac, and there are a lot of buildings near the lake, some coming right up to the water's edge. There's a lot going on here. Those man-made environments have a tendency of adding a lot of extra nutrients into the lake. A very common one is fertilizer for lawns that contain nitrogen and phosphorus. Turns out food for grass is also great food for pondweeds. Whenever it rains, all that fertilizer, as well as anything else that's on the ground, washes out into Lake Banook, and those weeds are loving it. But in this case, it's way too much of a good thing. So how do you fix this? Well, right now the municipality is mechanically removing whatever weeds come near the surface, but that's not really getting to the root of the issue. At the rate the weeds are growing, we'll basically be doing this for eternity. There definitely needs to be a long-term solution to this, and groups like the Ecology Action Center have proposed ideas such as creating pond areas near the lake to absorb extra nutrients before they enter the water. But there are a few simple things you can do right now to help as well. If you live anywhere near a lake, try not to fertilize your lawn, maybe leave out grass clippings instead. And you can also consider planting bushes, a garden, or adding rocks. Basically anything that can trap organic matter before it gets washed out into the water. The government is also considering a stormwater runoff bylaw that would rein in this kind of lake pollution. If you want to have your say in the issue, get in touch with your councillor. There's still no clear end in sight to the weed issue at Lake Banook, but one thing is clear. The municipality can't do this alone. It's a shared responsibility to take care of our lakes.
눈이 나리네